North Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan. That's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. It's a rivalry that dates back to 1921. The Packers and Bears are underway from Chicago. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. They're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Being chased out left, and he's going to go down again. Calling a loss of 4 there on the sack, and speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. Bradley Pena now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their own 37. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 10. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's got this down to the 35. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
2nd and 2. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Here we go. Mike 42. Mike 42. Check. Check. Mike 42. Army.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done, because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
From the 17, Fields. Flushed out right, and he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. On play action, Fields. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago, and this will be a 45-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, That's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And now here's a carry heading left. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. $3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. On the move to his left. He's going to have the hook up to Scott. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. And here's a handoff out of the gun. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. They're going to look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. They'll roll him out right. This is caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. To throw here. Out to his left. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Packers have taken the lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Now for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Fields now to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man complete. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Chicago. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And exactly how fast was he going? According to Next Gen Stats, 21.7 miles per hour. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Rolling to his left. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Back to throw now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Second and 1. Buying time to his left. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Off play action, Fields. And a hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7 our score. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Byron Murphy there on the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. Johnny's 25-yard line. Switch it. Check 31.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Fields throwing the out route incomplete. That's Mason.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
They run the counter now on 1st down. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd and goal from the 1. Now Mason, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Ben Mason, as the first half is winding down. And the Bears would extend their lead here just before halftime. Tucker now to add the point after. It's good to make it 17-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Scott. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 54 yards away. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we reach halftime here in our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Still going. They can't stop him. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 67 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there. We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Going to give this time to the tailback. And down inside the 15 he goes. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he's got it. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
And that's a tough one for the defense because the coverage was good downfield. He was forced to work his way out of the pocket to his right, spotted his man on the sideline, and got it to him to pick up the first down on 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Steps away. And it's caught. And it's a Packers touchdown from 3 yards out. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Point after try forthcoming. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week. That was a route run, not just with... dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. Play action. It's Fields. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On 2nd and 11 now. Fields. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Packers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Now they try the right side here. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Now a handoff looking right. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Look to throw here. On the move to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Sean Murphy-Bunting got him down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Fields. This will be caught by Brown. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Watch the whip. Watch the twist.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight?
To throw is Fields. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 15. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
Dancing to his left. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And it's complete to Adams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
Now back to throw, eluding the pressure right. A throw complete to the tight end, Tonyan. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll set up a throw out to his left. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. The Packers on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he will have the Bears first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 107 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, Fields. Flush to his right. Space to run past the 20. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And he's got his man on the out route. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown Bears! Hollywood Marquise Brown from 6 yards away as the Bears push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know.
Oh, and now some space to operate. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Escaping, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Flushed out right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 5, and he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And to give this time to the tailback. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And now hang on here. The door, can you hear it? It's a little open.
Or is that the squeaky hinges that I'm hearing right now? Yeah, the door.
Is that too high pitched?
No, not at all. The door is open a little bit. It's almost like when you told those horror stories on the camping trip, right? And now, look out.
Yeah.
We've got a little bit different look on the game at this point.
Big momentum swing here in the 4th on the punt fumble. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
No problem there on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So 20 seconds remain. It'll come down to this. And this is going to be taken in by the Bears, and it appears they're going to win this game. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And just how they envisioned the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know, it's really strange. I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice it starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Chicago, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Minnesota Vikings come to town. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles.